And so our next game on the card is Wytchwood. And Wytchwood just recently released on the 9th of December. So this is a new game. And it normally goes for $19.99 USD, but it is currently on sale for $17.99 on certain platforms. This game can be played on PC, as well as the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. For PC, it is available on Steam, Humble Bundle, Logcom, as well as Fanatical. So, as I always like to say, go ahead and use exclamation point GOTW, or simply, I'm going to let my friend take over here for a moment.
If there are any games that you see that you would like to purchase or wishlist, please use exclamation point GOTW to get a link to a list of the games that I am currently playing.
Alrighty there. And also I do want to take the time to thank the developer as well as the publishers, which it's Whitethorn Digital, and I think Whisper Games were the publishers. And Alien Trap is the developer of this. And I'd like to take the time to thank them for providing me with a free copy of Wytchwood to play on tonight's stream. Now, I originally played the demo of this a while back during, I think, the Indie Houses event. It was either during then, or it might have been during the Steam Next Fest. And Wytchwood actually made, I think it was during Steam Next Fest, because if I'm not mistaken, I think Wytchwood was number 4 on my top 10 list of Steam Next Fest games. And I absolutely loved Wytchwood. So we're going to start it from the beginning, so you guys can see it from the beginning for those who have not seen it from the beginning. We're going to start it from the beginning. So I didn't get that far, so it's fine. I had literally just started the game. Once upon a time, there lived an odd little witch in an odd little house. She spent most of her days tending to her odd little garden and rested in her odd little chair. On this day, however, her sleep is interrupted by an odd little noise. Ah! Who's there? Get up. I absolutely love the art style for this. This is gorgeous. You devil! How dare you wake a young lady from her beauty sleep? Wow! Shoo! Get out of my house, you mindless beast! You're making a mess. With a swift kick in the rump, you boot the goat through the front door. When did this place get so cluttered? I could have sworn I swept the her just yesterday. Oh. I've had terrible heartburn all day today. First things first, my old grimoire must be around here somewhere. First things first. Aha, here it is. It's lighter than I recall. Your grimoire contains all of your craftable recipes. You can open it anytime by pressing H. All my recipes are missing. Guacamelee Go. I have never played Guacamelee. I need to play that. Everybody keeps telling me it's a really good game. I really need to play that. I have not played Guacamelee yet, but I hear it's really good. That damnable creature has chewed up all the pages of my book. Where's my belt? Oh boy. I'll need it to carry my things if I'm to go confront this beast. I must have left. Yeah, I want to say I thought they were talking about that there's supposed to be a Guacamelee 3 coming out, but I'm not 100% sure. I must have left it in the trunk over there. Okay. Oof, my poor back. That's how I feel. How long was I napping for? A good dose of medicine ought to soothe these aching bones before I head outside. At least I still have the recipe for my mending. Yes, you do. And I already know it, because I have played this part before, so we're just gonna grab it. What we need, hit H. We're gonna craft it. We're gonna exit out. We're gonna heal. And we're gonna go outside. You step outside into a humid marsh and immediately stub your toe on a twisted root. Ouch! Close your eyes for a wink, and the next thing you know, the whole yard's gone to the weeds. Somewhere in the distance, you can hear braying through the dense bramble. Where'd that cross-eyed Billy get to? You could at least put those arches to good use on this yarn. Press tab to open your map and get a better look at your surroundings, okay? Okay, we need shears. Gotta have shears to cut those, okay. Like, I like this game a lot, because it reminded me kind of like those pop-up storybooks for a moment. Is that all you got to say for yourself? The goat calls up in disgust and nearby. Ah, yes. Hello. Hello, can you hear me now? Apologies, it's been so long since I've used the mortal vessel. Yuck, there's dirt in its mouth. You can talk? Of course I can talk. As your mind becomes so filled with cobwebs that you've forgotten your old friend, you wound me, madam. It's good to see you up and about. I was beginning to wonder if you ever awaken. Though I suppose time flows strangely in this place. Anyway, I've come to collect. Do you have the amount we agreed upon? Amount? Amount of what? Oh dear. If you really don't remember, we should go over the contract details again. Down there. The goat nods his head towards the ancient stone gateway looming nearby. And just how am I supposed to get through that solid rock? You're the one who sealed it last. Take a closer look, and I'm sure we'll come back to you. Open your witch's eye with G to inspect the objects and creatures and discover their weaknesses, okay? Okay. Don't underestimate your senses, my dear. You may be old, but you can see things others cannot. Hidden weaknesses lying below the surface. Ah, I can see it now. There are shallow runes etched on the surface of the stone, but they are too faint for me to read. A powder unveiling ought to do the trick. If you hadn't made a snack of my book, I wouldn't have to retranscribe my recipes. I shall not be held liable for any losses or inconveniences incurred as the result of an abyssal possession. Wow, so in other words, I didn't do it. By inspecting objects and creatures, you can learn new recipes to craft in your grimoire. Okay. So we need... I got enough to make it, actually. You smear a handful of the glowing powder onto the runes of the doorway. A cool blue light emanates from the glyphs and envelopes the entrance in its aura. You squint, attempting to discern the meanings of the letters. They appear to be in some obscure runic alphabet. What gibberish is this? It looks like it was carved by a frightened man. It must be written in the Umbriel tongue. Allow me to translate. The goat steps up to the door and pauses. Well, what does it say? The goat swings his shaggy head towards you. Dark, matted wool obscures the creature's beady eyes. I cannot see. Unbelievable! What help are you, then? I didn't come here to help. I came to collect. Now do something about this mop of hair, would you? Fine. I think I have some rusty old shears down in the garden. I cut these first. Okay. Okay, let's go. Wait. Okay. Let's go back to the goat. A quick snap. With much protest and a nicked ear, you shear away clumps of dirty hair from the goat's eyes. Ah, much better. Oh my. Were you always this grotesque, or is my memory failing me as well? Watch your tongue. I'll give it a good snip too. Now, can you read the runes or not? Yes. A space beneath, she sleeps alone. Tokens give up to the unknown. Fires of forest shall unroot the stone. Braziers burn and await the crone. Crone? Who's it calling a crone? And what are these tokens I'm to burn? Perhaps you ought to take a closer look at those braziers. Okay. Blue feather, dog hair, frog slime, and a shiny stone. Got it. Dog hair, bird feather, frog slime, and a shiny stone. I don't suppose you swallowed up any of those things while I was asleep. I don't think so, but feel free to shift through this creature's leavings if you want to be completely sure. However, there's a whole world outside this little swamp. You know, see the gateway over there? The one with the lovely green flame. The goat motions to the far side of your yard. I guess a brisk walk in the woods would do these creaky joints some good. Too much time indoors is bad for the humors. Big tangled vines have outgrown the ruined entrance. Some sharper than your fingernails will be needed to get through. Snipping and tearing, your shears make short work of the bramble. You cut your way through the remaining vines and suddenly step onto a cold stone dais. Time seems to flow backwards, or maybe it speeds forward. An oppressive star-filled void stretches as far as you can see. Though there is no wind or sound in this void, a warm fall breeze and the chirping of birds seizes your attention. A doorway. A hatchet. I don't have a hatchet yet. The woman spins around on her heels so quickly, she nearly hits you with her spyglass. Ah, you startled me. Can't you see I'm busy with my scientific research? Research? What is it you're looking for with that contraption? Why, the famed indigo turf forest lark. They said to be native to this forest and this forest only. Have you seen one perchance? You glance upward at the small bluebird perched atop the oblivious woman's head. I haven't. Sorry. A shame. Well, it's never too late to open one's eyes to the wonders of the natural world. You never know what you'll discover. She points at a nearby woodland critter, stuffing its cheeks with seeds. Take that squirrel, for example. Spend a few moments watching its behavior and you'll learn everything you need to know about it. Okay. Now, if you don't mind, I wouldn't want to miss making an exciting new discovery. The blue-blur grunts vacantly at you before pooping on the brim of the woman's hat. Evening, ma'am. Come to check on the pottery. I'm afraid I just fired the kiddos up, so they'll be a while still. Pottery? Bah! I just was minding that fine canine over there. You point to a straggly-looking mud patrol in the yard. They gave her a pet. Oh, you could try, but I wouldn't if you value your fingers. She's a touch bitey today. It doesn't much like people going near the ovens. I have a way with that. Surely I could find G to calm her down. Something to calm her down, okay? Okay, we need craftable. How many pieces of twine? One? Okay. I need that and some meat. Okay, but I don't have the other stuff. Okay. What did I need to... Oh, what am I looking for? Aha, I can make a trap now. Now we have the meat. Okay. I need jar of water, forest. Okay. Okay. Oh man, oh jeez, I don't know about this. You tap the man's shoulder and he nearly tumbles headfirst into the well. Ah, what's the matter with you? I could have fallen in. Then perhaps you shouldn't be leaning over the edge like some wobbly stork. What's so interesting down there anyway? Well, my grandpappy used to tell me that people dropped all sorts of treasures down there. Just waiting for someone to dig it up. Got myself a trowel and thought I'd give it a go. Put the ropes out, and it looks awfully dark and damp. I get goosebumps just thinking about all the ghoulies that might be lurking down there in the shadows. Ever considered those ghoulies might give goosebumps thinking about you lurking up here in the sunlight? No, not really. Not sure if that makes me feel any better about them, actually. Maybe the business of treasure hunting isn't for me after all. Hey, why don't you take my trowel? I don't think I'll be needing it. You can go down to the well and see those boobies yourself. The old well is deep and dark. You might be able to climb down into it, but the rope has long since rotted away. You toss and length a strong homemade rope down into the darkness. It seems like it should support you without much fuss. Okay. I think this is a shiny rock. It's clay. Clay. We got a shiny stone. Oh, I need a net. I'll go back. Let's see, how do I make this? Where's this? Campfire ember, okay. Grab a couple of these. Locked. Okay, so we'll come back. Ideally, I'm trying to get through this first part before I go on my break. What's my eye? You there, give me a hand, would you? With what? You seem to have everything under control. These stumps aren't going anywhere. That darn useless son was supposed to help me, but he's wandered off again. Probably to go bother frogs and eat bugs or some such nonsense. Anyway, I need help clearing away some of these dead logs. It's late in the season and the wood has started to rot. Just be careful of the purple mushrooms that sometimes grow inside. They make you powerfully sleepy if you breathe in the spores. As much as I do love poisonous fungi, I'm not much of a lumberjack. Nonsense. Anyone can experience the joys of splitting a fine stump. Here, my boy wouldn't be missing his hatchet. Go to H. We can craft this now. That's gonna get us the jar we need. We're gonna go get water. But yeah, I want to at least try to finish off this first half of the game. Well, not the first half, but this first chapter, rather. Okay. So once I'm done with this little first part of the game, then we will take a break, and then I'll start my second half of stream. And all right, Draconic, that's fine. Get over here. Grab what I can. Yeah. And then all I gotta do now is get the frog slime, and then we can go back and use the ingredients. And I thought they were like up over here somewhere. Aww. Ragamuffin. Oi, lady, what's with that great stinky pot on your head? I would ask the same about all those stinky frogs in your trousers. Ah, yeah, you're just jealous. The boy fumbles between trying to wrangle all his frogs and swiping ineffectively at wayward flies with a shoddy-looking bug net. Jiggling a little more than you can handle, eh? What exactly are you hoping to accomplish, failing about like that? Are you deaf? Me frogs are hungry. I gotta catch some of these fireflies to feed them. He takes another wild swing, missing his target entirely. Why don't you let me take a few of those frogs off your hands for a moment? That way, that will let you swing the net properly. Oh, I see how it is. You're after me precious prizes. Well, how about I give you the net and you catch me some fireflies? Then maybe I'll think about trading you one of my froggies. Okay. Well, these hoppers ain't gonna catch yourself. Stick around with empty bellies, the faster you catch those fish, the faster we can eat. The frogs can eat. The boy shakes the jar, rattling the capture insects like pennies in a piggy bank. Oh, these are nice and juicy. The lads are gonna feast tonight. Now about our deal. You agree to trade me one of your pets there. Haha. What deal? I don't remember making no. A friend squirms out of the boy's overalls and plops down by his feet with a wet slap. Dang it, there goes Slippery Pete. He takes a clumsy swipe at the amphibian, but the creature squeezes out of his grasp and bounces into the underbrush. Oh, shucks. I never liked him anyways. If you can catch him, he's all yours. Autumn. Frog slime, blue feathers, shiny stone, and dog hair. That's all I need for those braziers. I should head back home. Alrighty. Might as well grab that. Grab that too. Okay, let's see. 2 to the K. Going back home. Give it the blue feather. Dog hair. The dog hair takes a moment to fall from your fingers, slithering down into the basin one by one. The fur bristles into foul-smelling coils before erupting into a cold green flame. Okay. The frog slime and the shiny stone. Okay. The emerald flames of the braziers play strange shadows across the stone doorway. You watch as fingers of shadows crawl up the shadow face and crack open the solid granite like stale bread. The stone crumbles away into darkness, revealing a yawning stairway descending down into the cold earth. After you, madam. Encased inside a gilded crystal coffin lies the body of a young woman. Though she sleeps in an enchanted slumber, her ageless features express a deep sadness. The sound of cloven hooves echo against the marble floor as the goat comes at your side. Quite something, isn't she? Do you remember bringing her to me? I brought her to you. Why? Who is she? I haven't the faintest idea. All I know is you brought her lifeless form to my doorstep and begged me to save her soul. Save her from what? And why is she asleep? Why, from the 12 wicked souls whom you said wronged her in life. Villains who deceived her and cheated her and broke her spirit. And as we agreed, here she will sleep until our contract is fulfilled. Until you bring me those 12 wicked souls. What? I remember no such contract. Our pact is binding, regardless of what you do or do not. At the goat word, you feel something hard and dark locked away in the deeps of your heart. It speaks the truth. And just why should I do your bidding? Seems like a lot of bothersome trouble to me. Why do I care about some sleeping beauty? Bring me the 12 souls, and I will release the sleeping maiden from her slumber. Our agreement will be fulfilled. Who knows? In time, you may even remember why you brought her to me in the first place. Or you could simply return to the comfort of your little home, where you will waste away until the weeds grow so thick that not even your shears will be able to cut you free. And your mind will stay as empty as that grimoire of yours. But it is a big decision to make so hastily. Why don't you sleep on it? A heavy weight fills your marrow. Your eyelids flutter, barely open. able to stay open. What have you done to me? I can't stay awake. Alrighty. Then I think when we go outside. Good morning. I trust you've made up your mind. Will you collect the souls I've asked for, or would you prefer to stay stuck in this festering swamp? Alright. No need to get your horns in a twist. I'll do as you ask. You haven't given me much choice. Splendid. As it happens, I can already sense the first 4 souls we see. 2 are in the forest, another in the swamp to the north, and the last in the fields to the south. Could you be more specific? Near a shapely stump, perhaps inside a tree with a face, by an overgrown mushroom grove. What do I look like? A compass? Go out there and look for yourself. Alrighty, and that's going to start our next chapter, which is the Sleeping Maiden. So we are going to go ahead, and I think if I exit, it takes me back to the main menu. And so again, this is Wytchwood. Very beautiful game. It's kind of like a farming game. And it originally goes for $19.99, but it's currently on sale for $17.99 on certain platforms. But you can play this one on PC through Steam, Humble Bundle, God.com, Fanatical, as well as the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, and the Xbox Series XS. And again, I do want to take the time to thank the developer and publisher for providing me with a free copy of Wytchwood to play on tonight's stream. And as always, if you enjoyed any of the games that I've played thus far, please feel free to use !GOTW, or as my friend will tell you here,
if there are any games that you see that you would like to purchase or wishlist, please use !GOTW to get a link to a list of the games that I am currently playing.
Alrighty. So, but yeah, other than that, I really like Wytchwood. This is probably one of those games I'm going to play a little bit more of. Because I really enjoyed it. So, but other than that, if you like farming games with really good story, I would say pick this one up.